Our second trip of the season to Sweden today as we play the second leg of the Europa Conference League second round knockout thing. We've already won the first leg, 4-0. We should cruise into the quarterfinals. Hello and welcome back to Rupel Boom or Bust with Rupel Boom in Football Manager 2021. And yes, we have already beaten Hammarby 4-0 in the first match. At home, we are still top of the Jupiler Pro League today. It's going to be Antwerp. It's going to be the second leg against Hammarby. It's going to be tough. The match against Antwerp is going to be tough. The match against Hammarby shouldn't be too difficult. Like I said, we are 4-0 up after the first leg. Clinton Antwi, Gabbia with 2 from corners, and Alessio Piazza also getting on the score sheet. We also beat Cercle Bruges in between episodes, 3-0 in this one. Faye, Luis, and Andrezinho with the goals. It is 2 away matches, actually. Antwerp, it's not really, it is away, isn't it? Because we don't play at their stadium anymore, but it's not too far away. And then it's Hammarby off in Sweden. This is what the league table looks like currently. We are, 3 points clear at the top of the pile. We have a game in hand over Genk. If we win our game in hand, we will be relatively safe in terms of not finishing 4th. Hopefully. That's all I want from this season. We've been top of this league for pretty much every game bar about 3. I just don't want to finish 4th. We should really be looking at winning the title, but I just don't want to finish 4th. The starting lineup then for the Antwerp game will be Torres in goal. The back 4 remains unchanged in Luis, Gabbia, Sio and Antwi. It's going to be Nguyen and Patino in the middle of the pitch with Montero, Piazza, Bakayoko and Faye as our main attacking threats. On the bench, we have no goalkeeper because we need to make sure we have 6 Belgian footballers. So we've got Juarez, Dehaney's there, La Rosa, Andrezinho, Jordan Lukaku is there, Breck Peters and Comlan Diallo is also on the bench. So in our last 2 games off camera, we scored 7 goals and conceded 0. We just kind of need to keep that form up, don't we? If we can keep doing that, we should be fine for actually finishing top of the table in the regular season. And if we can obviously keep that going as it goes into the next stage, then we should be crowned champions. Club Brugge apparently have also played their game, putting them joint on points with us. So our lead has disappeared. We're only on the top of the table now thanks to goal difference, but we're still at the top of the pile for the moment. And we've got an early chance as well. Antwi's corner comes in. It's taken a few deflections. And Mohamed Faye's effort is just well over the bar. He got a good connection on it. Didn't get it on target though. 20 minutes have now passed. And Antwerp have themselves a chance. Sio's got that clear. Piazza collects this. Now the counter-attack is on. I wasn't expecting a counter-attack to come from this. Piazza's just going to go all the way. He goes for goal. Boutez makes a good enough save, conceding the corner. Piazza maybe should have gone for something a little bit different. He did have, I think, Bakayoko up there with him. Antwi's corner. It's towards the front post. It's gone over everybody. In fact, Bakayoko's pushed somebody. It's going to be a free kick. We do need to consider taking Antwi off corners because, yes, he's arguably our best corner taker. The problem is, when he's taking them, it means we lose out on a defender who should be back defending, so then counter-attacks and all that nonsense could happen. First half, it's been very one-way traffic, but we haven't managed to score a goal yet. It is half-time 0-0, not a huge amount to talk about either. Plenty of shots, not many of them are actual highlights. Right, do we do any changes? Again, wingers. What is going on with wingers now? Is there something that has changed in the match engine that means inside forwards just don't work? Because since we've had this change, they've just stopped performing. We're going to keep them on for now. We're going to keep them going because all it takes is one winger to do one good thing and then all of a sudden it's a game changer and we might score 3 or 4 goals. Luis has picked up an injury. Maybe we bring you off. We're nearly an hour played. Luis coming off then for Dehaney. We're also going to do Bakayoko for Diallo. We're going to do Piazza for Juarez. And that is all of our subs made. I think we need a new formation, don't we? I think we need to come up with something different. Because basically, wingers don't work. Didier Montero is on a 6.3 now. This second half has literally had no highlights, has it? Nothing's happened. We're 75 minutes into the second half. 16 shots going our way, but no goals so far. Nguyen with this ball. He's going to run off to that left-hand side. The Vietnamese and American plays it back to Charlie Patino. Left-hand side, he's got a couple of options. He's not got the space, really. Does get it to Juarez and gets it... No, he's been tackled. Nguyen, you absolute hero. Nguyen Trong Dat is going to be my new favourite player. This time next season, he's going to be playing every game for us, and he's going to be a superb. Richard, possibly, with the ball back to Hongler. Steal this away. We need to do that. Ristic down to Solomon. In the middle to Hongler once again. Across to Diliberto. Hongler to Diliberto again. Antwerp are coming forward. Slowly, but they are kind of making a little bit of ground. They've made maybe like 7 metres in this highlight so far. Hongler has this ball. He's eventually gone long, and we've not stolen it. That's not good. It's a goal, isn't it? We do not deserve to lose this game. We do not deserve to lose this game. They've had one highlight going their way, and they put it in the back of the net. I don't get our consistency problems. Our consistency is all over the place at the moment. Antwerp have had 6 shots, 2 on target, and they're going to win 1-0. We've had 17 shots, 7 on target, and we're not even going to score a goal. CO with the ball forward. We've got 4 minutes of injury time left to play. Charlie Patino to Montero. He's got Dehaney on the right-hand side. He's going in the middle instead. Nguyen takes a touch. Thought he was going to try and pull the trigger. Charlie Patino goes off out to that left-hand side. Plays it in on the ground to Diallo. And has Comlan Diallo just saved the day? His first ever goal for Rupel Boom. The 16-year-old, I think he's still 16, has made it 1-1. 4 minutes to try and get ourselves a winner. Is that the turning point? No, it's 1-1. It's not a good result. It's not a good performance either, is it? We got one chance, put it in the back of the net. An XG of 2.56. How do we score 1 goal? My assistant manager says I'm happy with that performance. No. I mean, I don't want you to come to training. I'm just not happy with that performance at all. We're then gonna shout at all of the 6.4s, which, funnily enough, are all the strikers and wingers. Thrash Arms, I'm furious with your performance. Hopefully that gives them the kick that they need. Louise and Dehaney are both injured. 1 to 3 days for Louise, 1 to 2 days for Dehaney with pulled wrist ligaments. You're a right back, mate. That shouldn't be a problem. Now, let's just take a look at our wingers for a moment here and just show how inconsistent they are. This is Piazza. 6.4 against Antwerp, a 7 against Hammarby, a 6.3 against OHL, a 7.4 against Galatasaray, 7-1 against Anderlecht, then a 6-3 against Genk. He's got a 6-2 there as well against Anderlecht, 6-5 against Beerschot. And he's not the only one. He is certainly not the only one. Let's look at Didier Montero. I don't think he's played anywhere near as many. 6-4, 6-4s, and then a couple of 7s in the middle, in the little sandwich. How do we get consistency out of our wingers? Every single one of them. Juarez has been a bit different because he's been playing as a striker occasionally. But again, 6-6 as a 6-5 there, although that was as a striker. Genk 6-5 as a striker. 6-3s, couple down there. I mean, what is going on here? Well, we have only got 5 games left of the regular season and Hammarby, and we've also got the Croaky Cup final. We are going to go forward, play the second leg of the Hammarby game. Hopefully, we can kind of keep winning games because we're doing a good job, particularly in the Europa League. We are winning most games that we are playing in that competition, which is good to see, and we could be on our way to a quarter-final. For the trip to Sweden against Hammarby, we've gone for a bit of rotation. Not a huge amount, but just a little bit of rotation. Torres keeps his place in goal. The back four is going to be Dehaney as the right back. Stedman, Seo and Lukaku will round off the back four. Basically, we have dropped Antwi because Antwi is extremely high risk of injury at the moment, so we're not going to touch him. So Lukaku's going to get himself a game. La Rosa and Patino will be the central midfielders. Nguyen drops out, obviously, because he's not registered. Juarez and Piazza on the wings. Let's hope one of them or both of them can put in a performance. And Bakayoko and Diallo will be our strikers today. Diallo, hopefully, confidence is high in the young lad because he scored his first goal so far. So when we played them earlier on, we just battered them. It wasn't like we got lucky or anything like that. We were just a lot better than them. Yes, a couple of our goals did come from corners, but we were just the better side. Away from home, it's going to be a little bit tougher, but obviously, as long as we don't concede 4, we should be alright. And we don't concede a lot of goals too often, unless it's against Betis. Early chance for Hammarby from a corner. Svensson takes it. Patino gets it clear. Juarez now controls this. The winger, can he go forward? Plays it on the ground to Bakayoko. Diallo's with him up there in front. Bakayoko's gone out wide. Diallo's in the middle, unmarked. Diallo's effort hits the defender. Bakayoko's going to get himself another chance to possibly get the ball in the middle. Dehaney has it. Highlight ends. Another one starts straight away, almost in the same position. Bakayoko kicks it into the defender. Dehaney, cross it in, buddy. Stop walking it in. Why? Why was that what you thought was the best idea? It would have been a great goal if you scored it. but it didn't go in, did it? CO to Lukaku, halfway line for the Rupel Boom youngster, or former youngster, he's certainly not a youngster anymore. Juarez gets past his man, loads and loads of space for the Peruvian, and he tucks it in the bottom corner. It's 2-0. It's not 2-0, it's 1-0. It's 5-0 on aggregate. 10 minutes played. We're looking like we're going through to a quarterfinal. Oh, look. We've got wingers who have decided to perform today. Juarez on a 7.4, Piazza's on a 7.3. All it takes is one little thing, and then all of a sudden they turn into the world's greatest footballers. It's a throw for Hammarby, 25 minutes on the clock. Matty Stedman heads that ball clear, and no Boom shirts are closing it down. Swayberg, back to Bjorklund, now Berggren. He's gone all the way back to Carlson. We are just forcing them backwards. We've not stolen that away just yet. Now we have. It's Bakayoko. Mohamed Bakayoko can run down the right-hand side. Please don't shoot. He's shot. Oberg makes a save, and Bjorklund passes it back to the keeper. That was a bit of a strange thing to do, but he got away with it. Svensson with another corner for Hammarby. Straight into the hands of Torres. It is a good, powerful header from the Hammarby player. Highlights carrying on. We've gone towards Bakayoko once again, and it's superb control from the Ivorian. He's going to use his pace, gets past every single player, dinks it over the keeper, and Mohamed Bakayoko gets his 32nd goal of the season. It's 2-0, it's 6-0 on aggregate. We're going through to a quarter-final for sure. Free kick for Hammarby. It's a long-range effort, and Torres didn't need to save that, but did nonetheless. Fair enough, 10 minutes left of the first half. Hammarby having lots of chances from corners, but we're basically just immediately heading them clear usually, and then starting a counter-attack. Is a counter-attack happening from Torres? No. 3 minutes left to play the first half. Dehaney throws it to Bakayoko. Back to Dehaney. Now Elio Malarossa, cross it in, finds Charlie Patino, takes a couple of chances. The second one is extremely close, but goes just over the bar. It's looking like it's going to be 2-0 at half-time, and we've deserved our lead. Hammarby actually haven't been too bad. They've had a few chances, they just haven't really taken them. In fact, they've had 6 chances. They've had more shots on target. I am pleased. Stop being complacent, okay? All the subs bench is complacent. We're now going to have to start playing the game of who looks like they're most likely to get injured so we can try and save them. Svensson's effort is blocked. They do still have the ball in the area though. Plays it across. Ludvigsson is there. And Gustav Ludvigsson makes it 2-1. It is still 6-1 on aggregate though, so there's a big old mountain for them to climb. I don't like the fact that there's a highlight every 2 minutes so far of this second half. And both of them have started with Hammarby with the ball. Engdahl plays it across to Ludvigsson, back to Engdahl, crosses that ball in, Svensson's there, and it's 2 goals in 2 highlights in the space of 4 minutes of the second half. Getting a bit nervy now. I'm going to give them a focus. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm going to give them a focus. Another highlight. Literally, seconds later. If they score from this is ridiculous. And this is possibly the greatest comeback of all time. Engdahl's going to run with it. Lukaku steals it away. This is good. Right, Piazza, back to CO. Let's try and play our game and not let Hammarby have another chance. Piazza and CO getting their pass accuracy up. Lovely. Do it again. Fair enough. Smashes it upfield. It's going to be nobody there, is it? Oh my word. That was a strange thing. I was expecting the keeper to try and pick that one up. Instead, he just booted it. Dehaney. He's gone long. Doesn't find a blue shirt. And again, Hammarby can come forward. 52 minutes on the clock. Svensson's in on goal again. Torres saves the day, this time conceding a corner. We are going to see the corner as well. Svensson takes it. It's going to go towards the front post. Bakayoko heads the ball clear. Straight to Svensson though. So potentially something could have happened, but it didn't. What is going on? Literally every 2 minutes there's a highlight in this second half. And every 2 minutes it looks like Hammarby might be scoring. Berggren to Svensson. Dinks it over the keeper and over the bar as well. Hammarby should be winning. Hammarby have actually turned up in this second half and are just making us look stupid. 2 minutes past, another highlight. Svensson with this. Bjorklund. Bojarek, possibly, not quite sure. Piazza get there first, he's not going to get there. I think we're just going to have to try and shut up shop, you know. Engdahl in the penalty area. He's crossed the ball in, it's not very good. I mean, what is going on in this second half? What is actually happening in this second half? Right, everything's calmed down by the looks of it. Hammarby have had their moment, they've scored 2 goals, got it level on the night. But there's still time. I mean, they're not going to score 4, but I'm still a bit concerned. We're going to do Montero for Diallo. I think Dehaney's playing garbage. Stedman's going to move over to right back. Gabby is going to come on. Dehaney, how is Dehaney doing so badly? On a 6-4. I just ignored the fact that Charlie Patino's playing awful as well. He's on a 6-5 now. Is slowly climbing back up. No highlights other than the first 10 minutes of the second half where there was about 15. Breck Peters then for Patino. That is all of our subs. 5 minutes left to play. Let's not concede 4 goals. Actually, even if we do, we'll go through on away goals. We were into a quarter-final, but it wasn't exactly the most convincing way to get there. Look at this. Look at this little bit of football here. In the space of, 5 minutes, all of that happened. We got lucky. Now, assistant manager is saying I'm pleased. No. That performance shows me there's work to be done. We got away with that. Yeah, we did get away with that. People are looking complacent and demotivated. I'm going to talk to you guys because I want to try and fix things. I mean, I never will fix things, but I'm not pleased. Did it work? It kind of worked. With that result, I think we are the only Belgian side left in the competition now. So, Dynamo Kiev, Rupel Boom, Red Bull Leipzig, Real Betis, Schalke, Bournemouth, Rapid Wien and Belenenses are the only teams left. Ghent get knocked out by Rapid Wien on away goals. In an 89th minute they scored their goal. Ghent then scored in the 95th minute, but it wasn't enough. I think if we go to the Europa League, I don't think there are any Belgian sides still in this. Doesn't look like it, unless I'm completely missing them. And then Champions League, we know that there's nobody left in this, because basically they all got knocked out in the group stages or beforehand. So yeah, it would have been STVV left in the Europa League, but I think they got knocked out in the previous round. We are Belgium's only hope for European football. International make Neymar offer. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Is he an option? Is it Gremio? He's 35. I mean, he's as good as Eden Hazard. They have to pay money for him? Oh, we're not paying for him. Let's see who our prize is then for getting past Hammarby. There are some teams there that I still think we could beat. Bournemouth, Rapid Wien, I think we can beat. Belenenses, I think we could beat. Dynamo Kiev, Leipzig, Betis and Schalke, I kind of want to avoid. So, who are we going to have? Bournemouth versus Betis. Belenenses, please. That's the one that I want. It's Schalke. It's Schalke. Great. Schalke. Right, they are currently, or last season they finished 6th. They're down in 8th at the moment in the league. So maybe they're not as good as perhaps I think they might be, or perhaps should be. 2 top goal scorers then. They have Sieb. He's a lot better than what we've got to offer. And Zitinho, who's on loan from Manchester United, who is a very good new gen, isn't he? It might be quite difficult, this one. We also get to see who will be our potential semi-final opponents if we get there. Real Betis or Bournemouth. It's going to be Betis or Bournemouth. Fair enough. I mean, when you look at all of those teams that are left in this competition, I wouldn't write us off. I genuinely think we've got a chance of beating anybody left in this competition. We beat Lazio. The fact that we beat Lazio means that we could beat everyone in there. We haven't beaten Betis. I think when we played them, we lost and possibly drew. Yeah, we drew 0-0 and then we lost 6-2 against them. We won't talk too much about that, but I think we can beat Bournemouth, Dynamo Kiev, Rapid Wien. We should be able to beat all of those. Leipzig, yes, maybe. Schalke, we're going to find out probably in the next episode. Belenenses as well. I think they're a decent side, but I think we should be good enough to beat them. That is under the assumption that our wingers actually decide to perform like they do every other game. So, next episode, I think we're going to have to do the Schalke double-header, aren't we? We've still got Zulte Waregem in the league. We've got St. Truidense, KV Mechelen, Schalke away, Oostende, Schalke at home, Standard Liège to finish off the league. Are we guaranteed top 4? Are we actually guaranteed top 4? So there's 5 games left to play, which is 15 points. It's only Antwerp who can catch us. Antwerp can go on to 66 points. If we win our next game, we are guaranteed to finish in the top 4. So, with that in mind, I think when you look at the fixtures we've got left, we're not going to play any more league games on camera until we get to the championship group stage thing. So, because basically finishing top after the regular season means absolutely nothing anyway. We're going to do Schalke and Schalke in the next episode. 2 draws then on camera. One of them not ideal against Antwerp. One of them not terrible, but not great. Sort of 10 minutes in the second half against Hammarby. Next episode is going to be the Europa Conference League quarterfinals. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell, add all your comments below. How well do you think we're going to do in the Europa League? Do you honestly think we've got a chance of winning it? Because I certainly do. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.